The sport of boxing, not much has really changed through the years. The road, hand, and speed work of yesterday are basically the same road, hand, and speed work of today. Michael Spinks was no exception. Until 1982, that is, when his camp coordinator, Don Hubbard, introduced him to Mackie Shieldstone, an expert in physiology and sports nutrition. Shieldstone modernized Michael's training and brought the sport into the 20th century.
I spent some time doing an analysis of the sport of boxing, the characteristics. I became a student watching it, putting physiology to the actual sport itself, what I would call specificity of training, relating the training procedure to actually what goes on in the ring. That's how I kind of put the two together.
In the past, it was Mackie's responsibility to reduce Michael's body mass to bring him in at the light heavyweight limit. In a February fight with David Sears, Michael's weight was brought from 190 to 170. His weight later climbed to 195 and was then reduced to 175 for Jim McDonald. But to fight as a heavyweight required the development of a different type of program.
In this particular event, we have to build lean body mass up while keeping fat reduced. Again, excess fat is not something that you want.
Through training, nutrition, motivation, and rest, a program was designed to complement Michael's boxing workouts. On July 29th, Spinks and his camp joined Mackie to begin their 8-week building process, a program which would be as grueling for the teacher as for the pupil.
I must be able to show to Michael that this works. I eat what you eat, I do what you do, I accomplish what you do. Come on down, come on, come on, come on. Control it in here, come on. Come on, one more. Okay. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, get it! Now, come up and twist. Come up and twist. Punch him. Come on. Get it! All right. Come on down, come on down.
Not that heavy.
I'm proud of you, man.
I'm getting there.
So everything we do is related around the actual action. For instance, when we do the deadlift, that's so if Larry Holmes crashes down on Michael, he's got low back and leg strength to come right back up and push him away.
Well, I feel a lot different. Exactly what we are trying to achieve is happening. I feel strong. I feel well equipped for what I have to do. As weeks pass or days go by, I'm getting better. Everything is getting bigger, and that's amazing.
While weight training has never been an accepted norm in the sport of boxing, neither is the recording of every movement in what may be the most detailed training analysis in the history of the sport. In the past, part of Michael's conditioning involved long-distance runs to supposedly build stamina and leg strength. But that's also changed. Modeled after a track conditioning program, this very intense form of running is geared to simulate boxing's 3-minute round and 1 minute of rest.
Recover. Just take it easy. We just won a hell of a round, a hell of a 4 rounds with Larry Holmes. Got it back in a minute. Go, got it back in a minute. Go, got it back in a minute. Take him down.
This type of run that I'm doing, this short run, is much more intense than the run that I'm used to doing. It's quicker, faster. I mean, I see the results. I get in the gym, my legs feel great. My legs feel extremely good.
In addition to exercise, but equally important, is proper nutrition to assure that Michael build muscle and not fat. What was an 1,800-calorie diet is now a 4,500-calorie diet, consisting of 65% carbohydrates, 20% protein, and 15% fat.
That's all our program is, common sense. Just making sure we eat and think as a heavyweight. And don't put any more in our system than we can use. And we won't get fat.
This is perfect. It's perfect for just what I get up and go to attempt to do.
But in the end, it's not the number of calories, 440s, or repetitions that boxing experts look for. It's the number of pounds that seem to always count the most.
Michael will assume a championship weight. What is that weight? I'm going to let Michael Spinks tell me that.
In the last 15 weeks following the McDonald fight, Michael's weight has climbed to approximately 200 pounds, yet his body fat percentage is only 7.2%. In the 3 months it's taken Michael Spinks to transform himself into a heavyweight, the sport of boxing has witnessed a training approach never seen before.
I'm equipped that I am a heavyweight now. And that's what I want. That's what I want to become. That's what the whole thing is all about, becoming a heavyweight.
Michael Spinks, 200 even.
On September 20th, Michael Spinks officially became a heavyweight fighter. Presented in our pre-fight coverage of the first Holmes Spinks match was an in-depth look at the program designed to transform Michael's body from a light heavyweight to that of a heavyweight. The program consisted of condition, nutrition, motivation, and rest. Created by conditioning expert Mackie Shieldstone, the approach was an intense form of running to condition Michael for 15 rounds, weight training that simulated specific boxing motions, along with a carefully controlled diet. This program was not a substitute for Michael's daily boxing workouts, but an addition. 7 months ago, the goal was to turn Spinks into a heavyweight. 6 weeks ago, phase 2 began, the fine-tuning of a heavyweight.
I saw some technique that I've since corrected in terms of my conditioning. Not him, he's fine, but from my end. So I've made about 3 or 4 critical changes based upon what I saw there. What I did, I eliminated the shorter runs. I eliminated runs of 150, 200 yards, things of that nature, and replaced it with some explosion training.
The explosion training consisted of an interval running program. For instance, an interval of 440 would be run in 80 to 90 seconds. This high, intense level of training would prepare Michael for a flurry situation, a sudden burst of energy for a short period of time. The 880 interval was target training. At slightly over 3 minutes, the pace of this moderate distance and intensity would condition Michael to remain strong throughout a 3-minute round. But even that wouldn't be enough. A 1320 to be run in approximately 5:15 would condition Michael's heart to work beyond that of a 3-minute round.
You dictate the conditioning level of the fight. Our conditioning training should be harder than what you experience in the ring. Our program is designed to make you give 100% and recover in 1 minute. So don't go at 50%. Don't pace yourself.
Well, Mike went to his corner with his mouth open, and it's an indication of fatigue.
We built up the pulse rates of 200, 210. You have to breathe to get it back.
Every round, between rounds, it just seems like agony in Michael Spinks' corner, but then he comes out and gives you 3 minutes of guts.
The way I trained was intense training. I mean, I ran like no other, and at the end of every run, I was... So in the fight, if I wasn't working till I got to that point, it didn't feel like I was doing anything.
Another addition has been the introduction of an old piece of boxing equipment, the medicine ball. For years, fighters have had this weighted ball thrust into their midsection to strengthen and develop the stomach area. But in this case, the purpose is to throw the 15-pound ball in every punching form in order to add strength and explosiveness to Michael's punches.
Oh, excellent. Punch it, Mike. Punch. Push through. Push through.
2.5-pound weighted gloves are worn to simulate late-round fatigue.
Everything simulates the way I box. Mackie's done research and looked into, he watches how I perform in the ring and how I throw punches and all, and he's designed things pretty much the way I do my thing.
This is where the boxes come in.
People said, he's got the most unorthodox style you've ever seen. So my training is the most unorthodox thing you've ever seen. So we can't just go, just front. We go side to side. We go everywhere. So the first change I did was to implement the box jumping, to take him and allow him to be explosive. So he must have balance and poise and explosiveness.
Specific situations might involve Holmes pushing down on Michael and the strength necessary for him to come back up and follow with a punch. Or the footing to throw a punch while moving laterally and off balance.
Come on, throw it. Come on. In the face. Hands up.
As logical as this approach seems to be, even today, fighters still seem to train to box rather than efficiently conditioned to box. There is something to be said about proper conditioning and the edge it provides an athlete, especially for Michael Spinks.
I really don't think there's a better conditioned boxer out there other than me. I mean, I think I'm about the best conditioned boxer in the world today.
7 months ago, a highly conditioned underdog proved his critics wrong and is now the heavyweight champion. Could a victory possibly taste any sweeter the second time around?